If you want to learn how to swap faces in Photoshop quickly and cleanly, you're in the right place. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through a simple step-by-step process to align the face, match the head shape, balance the skin tone, create the right overlap, and then let Photoshop do the final blending for you. This is a great technique for photo editing, creative composites, and fun face swap projects. And the best part is that once you understand the workflow, it becomes much easier to repeat on different images. Before we get into it, make sure to hit the like button if this video helps you, and subscribe for more Photoshop tutorials, editing tips, and beginner-friendly guides. Alright, let's jump in. First, open both of your images in Photoshop. You need the face you want to use, and the target image that has the body or head you want to place it on. Once both files are open, copy the face image and paste it into the document containing the target body. You should now have the face on its own layer, sitting above the background image. Now click on that face layer in the Layers panel and lower the opacity to around 50%. This lets you see through the face so you can line up the important features more accurately. The goal here is to match the eyes, nose and mouth as closely as possible with the face underneath. To do that, press Ctrl and T on Windows or Command and T on Mac to activate Free Transform. With Free Transform active, carefully rotate, scale and reposition the face until the facial features sit naturally over the target head. Take your time here because this alignment step is one of the biggest factors in making the swap look realistic. Focus on getting the eyes in the right place first, then adjust the nose and mouth. If the head angle is slightly different, a small rotation can make a huge difference. Once everything lines up nicely, bring the opacity back to 100% and press Enter to commit the transformation. At this point, the face should be sitting in the correct position, but we still need to clean up the shape so it blends better with the body underneath. Next, grab the lasso tool by pressing L on your keyboard. Using a loose hand, draw a selection around the key central features of the face, including the forehead, eyes, nose, and mouth. Try not to include too much of the outer jawline or any extra hair if you can avoid it, because we want to keep the swap focused on the most important facial structure. When the selection is ready, go to the bottom of the Layers panel and click the Add Layer Mask icon. This is the rectangle with a circle in the middle. Photoshop will hide everything outside your selection, leaving you with a cleaner face cutout that's much easier to blend. This step helps reduce the obvious edges and makes the final composite look far more believable. Now we need to match the skin tones. If the lighting or color between the two photos is different, the swap can look fake, even if the alignment is perfect. Photoshop gives us a built-in tool for this called Match Color, and it can do a surprisingly good job of balancing everything automatically. First, make sure you click directly on the face image thumbnail in the Layers panel, not the mask thumbnail. Then go to the top menu and choose Image, then Adjustments, then Match Color. In the dialog box, look for the Source drop-down menu at the bottom and select your current working document. After that, choose the background or base body layer from the layer drop-down right below it. Photoshop should now start matching the tones between the face and the target image. If needed, you can fine-tune the effect using the luminance or color intensity sliders. Small adjustments here can help the blend feel more natural, especially if your images were shot in different lighting conditions. Once it looks close enough, click OK. Now for an important trick that helps Photoshop blend the layers better. The bottom face or body area needs a small overlap gap so the program has room to create a smooth transition. To do that, hold down Ctrl and click directly on the mask thumbnail of your top face layer. This reactivates the face outline selection. Then, temporarily hide the top face layer by clicking the eyeball icon next to it. After that, click on the background or base body layer to make sure it's selected. Now go to the top menu and choose Select, then Modify, then Contract. Enter around 10 pixels, or up to 20 pixels depending on the size and resolution of your image, then click OK. This shrinks the selection slightly inward. Now press Delete or Backspace on your keyboard to remove that small area from the underlying face. This creates the clean overlap gap Photoshop needs for blending. Once that's done, press Ctrl and D to deselect. After that, turn the visibility of your top face layer back on by clicking the eyeball icon again. At this stage, the structure should already look much better, but the final magic comes from Auto Blend Layers. To use it, select both your top face layer and your background body layer. You can do this by holding Ctrl and clicking both layers in the Layers panel. Then go to Edit and choose Auto Blend Layers. In the pop-up options window, select Panorama and make sure Seamless Tones and Colors is checked. This is the key setting that helps Photoshop merge the images and soften visible seams. Click OK, and Photoshop will automatically analyze the layers, feather the edges, and smooth out color differences. It works by calculating the best seam boundaries and blending overlapping pixels so the face transition looks much more natural. In many cases, this is the step that takes the edit from obvious to convincing. If needed, after blending, you can still make tiny touch-ups with a soft brush on the mask, or do a little extra color correction to polish the result. But in most cases, these steps will get you very close to a realistic face swap with minimal manual work. And that's how to swap faces in Photoshop using alignment, masking, match color, overlap adjustment, and auto blend layers. If this tutorial helped you, please hit like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more Photoshop tips and editing tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.